Hello and welcome to Pick a Card Palace. In today's Pick a Card reading, we are going to be looking at messages from your person. Now, my intention is for this reading to be a love-focused reading. However, if you'd like to watch this video for anyone else, any other kind of connection, a platonic, familial, professional, or what have you type of connection, feel free to do so. However, you may need to adjust the interpretations based on the fact that you're not looking at this for a love interest. For example, if you are going to be watching this for your grandma, and there's a message about how the person wants to get physical with you, if you know what I mean. Obviously that is not going to apply for you and your situation with your grandma. I hope I am conveying my intentions clearly here. But anyway, for this reading, we have 7 options. For option 1, we have the Black Star card. For option 2, we have the yellow card with white arrows on it. For option 3, we have the red card with white arrows. For option 4, we have a card that says wild and has lots of different colors on it. For option 5, we have a blue card with white arrows on it. For option 6, we have a green card with white arrows on it. And for option 7, we have, again, a multicolored card with, it's like a circle with a diagonal line through it. I think it's called the no symbol or something like that. But anyway, that's what option 7 is. So have a look at these cards and choose the one you are the most drawn to. Then you can scroll down to the description box and find links taking you directly to each of these individual readings. Now I'm going to give you a chance to make your selection before we get started. Okay, hello there. Option 1, if you chose the card with the black star on it, this will be your reading. So again, the topic today is messages from your person. So I'm going to probably try to keep this fairly free form. So let's see what we've got to begin with. So for those who chose option 1, the black star, what does their person want to say to them at this time? Okay, we have the High Priestess. So this High Priestess energy coming out here at the beginning is making me wonder whether your person has a lot to say to you at all. Option 1. This is very mysterious here. Your person is perhaps tight-lipped. I wonder if you are not in communication with your person, or if you feel like things are at somewhat of an impasse, that there's some kind of pause in your connection, or the person on your mind is pulled back somewhat, or for some reason there's a sense of stonewalling, honestly, here, option one. But let's see, because maybe you're here to find out what they have to say simply because they're not really saying anything in the 3D. Oh my goodness. Okay, before we continue, I should point out that that whole deck just slid off the table and fell over onto the floor. Excuse me for a moment while I try to retrieve it. But one card here is flipped over and is upright. And here we have the Seven of Pentacles. So this card wants to tell us something here. Again, option one. There's a sense here of stagnation, of nothing maybe happening, or things aren't moving forward, or your person is not active some kind of way. Maybe your person's on some kind of pause or break because they're trying to figure something out. They're trying to wait something out. Very interesting, option one. Let's see if we can keep all the cards stacked neatly on the table. Very carefully go to our next deck here. Okay, so what would this person like to actually say to option one? This kind of mysterious person here. Okay, we have CEO energy, but it's reversed. Upright, it would say taking control, natural leadership, confidence in business, and I'm the boss. So this is reversed, which means that this person is not feeling like the boss. This person is not feeling confident. They are not feeling like a leader. They are not taking control. As I said before, this person doesn't seem to be doing much of anything. If this card were upright, it would suggest that the person was handling business, so to speak. But here they're not. I think maybe they are taking some kind of break, or they're on pause for some reason. Maybe they're trying to recharge, reset their compass, figure out a different path to their goal, or figure out a different goal altogether. But there's just this not doing. There's this inactivity here. So far, they don't seem to have a lot to say to you, option one. I hope maybe that will change as the reading goes on here. But if not, the message is likely to be that this person's focused on themselves. For whatever reason, they've pulled back, they're holding back, they're doing their own thing. So let's see. Let's keep trying, option one. So this person who is option one's person, what would they like to say to option one? Would they like to say anything? Anything at all? Alrighty, okay, so we have make a choice. As you can see here, there's an apple and a cupcake right here in front of this person who looks a bit dismayed and perhaps confused about what to choose, even though they appear to be pointing to the cupcake. But they're looking at the apple. Okay, so your person is perhaps being faced with a dilemma. They're trying to figure out something. And here specifically, they want to make a choice, or they feel a need to make a choice. It looks like it's a choice between maybe what they believe would be good for them versus what maybe they would enjoy more, or that would be more pleasing to, I don't know, their senses perhaps, or more fun instead of, you know, it's giving me the sense like they have a choice between, okay, I ought to do X but I really would rather do Y because Y is just more fun. So they are trying to make a choice, and that may be why they're hanging back and they're not really communicating much. Option 1. Must say I am surprised here. Option 1, but at least maybe we're getting a little bit more information now. This person is being rather reticent and tight-lipped, but maybe we'll get a little more information. So I think that's a start. That's a start, I think. They're trying to make a choice. They want you to know that, perhaps. Okay. So what else would this person like to say to option 1? What would they like to say to option 1? We have play. Oh, that's interesting. As you can see there it looks like a tower with some kind of slide coming down and around it, and you've got a woman here coming out the bottom of the slide down on the ground, and there's a man running towards her, perhaps to grab her up. So, oh yes, and it looks like in the background there we've got a Ferris wheel, and is that some kind of merry-go-round or something? So it does appear that this scene here is perhaps at an amusement park or a carnival type event. And again, the card says play on it. So the person that you're here for, option 1, wants you to know that they are at least thinking about fun times with you, even though they're not necessarily very communicative right now, or maybe even very present. If they are physically present, somehow they're not so mentally present, but it looks like they are at least thinking about the fun that the two of you have had. They perhaps have pleasant memories, or at least they're focusing on pleasant memories. Okay, let's continue here, option 1. So what would this person like to say to option 1? Okay, we have threat. Feud, natural enemy, deadly threat. That's interesting. Yeah, on the bottom of the deck here. Fusion, align, openness, harmonize, and collaboration. I am struck by the snake here that's coiled up on around itself, it looks like. And the slide thing here on this image going around the tower. It seems that your person, option 1, wants you to know that they feel somehow like there's some danger here in choosing which way to go, which option to keep or move forward with. As we were talking about before, that they feel they need to make a choice, and they wanted you to know that they are in the process of figuring that out. At the same time, they are thinking about good times between you, but there's this sense of a threat. There's a sense of danger here. Your person wants you to know they may feel kind of like it wouldn't be safe. Like it wouldn't be safe to move closer to you, even though there is a sense of attachment here. There's desire here. There's, again, like fondness and good memories. But I think, yeah, your person at this time doesn't quite know what to do. And that's probably why we're not getting a lot of a sense of what they want to say. But we are at least getting some insight into maybe what is going on in their mind. And that's worth something, I hope, for you, option 1. So now let's see. What would this person who option 1 is thinking of, what would this person like to say to option 1? We have brag. I will always enthusiastically share the amazing things happening in my life. Which I must say I wouldn't really expect here, since again there's a sense of holding back and hanging back and not really communicating much. But here the card brag is coming out. This person, I think, wants you to know that if there is some kind of forward movement, breakthrough, an achievement here, maybe once they've made their choice, that they would rush to you and tell you all about it if they felt good about what was happening. Because this card is talking about sharing amazing things happening. So these are like good things. So I'm getting the sense here, option 1, that the person you're here for is hanging back, being quiet, or not very communicative, not maybe letting you in on what exactly is going on with them, because they don't really know what's going on with them. They're trying to figure it out. So once they do, then it says here they'll be happy to come back. But right now, maybe they're just feeling like they're not achieving what they would like to achieve and what they think would be worthy of talking to you about. Maybe they're having like a crisis of self-esteem here for some reason. And with the CEO energy reversed, to do with their life path, their work, their career, maybe education that is connected to that. Whatever the case may be, they feel like things are not going their way right now, and so they don't necessarily want you to see them struggling or not achieving, not moving forward, etc. So let's see now. Oh my goodness, I've got to do something about my setup. Okay, another deck just fell on the floor. Yeah, I got to do something. Okay, but the reading must go on. I want now to look, option 1, at some music here and see if we can get, I'm sure we can get a message through some music lyrics to help us to know here what this person would like you to know at this time about, well, I guess your situation, their situation, whatever it is they want to talk about. So what would this person like option 1 to know at this time? What does this person want to say to option 1 at this time? Let's see. Do we have? Yes, okay. It says, I hope that I can make you mine before another man steals your heart. This is from the song Beauty by Dru Hill. Okay, well, that's a very nice and romantic sentiment, option 1. And it goes along with kind of the line of thought I was going with here a minute ago when I was talking about how the person on your mind is not feeling like they are achieving enough, or that somehow it's not going to be impressive to you if they're not moving forward or making waves or reaching goals, looking good from the outside perspective. And the song lyric here lets us know, finally, we're getting maybe a bit more information about what they would like you to know. It says that I hope that I can make you mine before another man steals your heart. I should point out that, this is gender non-specific, so you can replace that with another woman or what have you, depending on your situation. But anyway, this person does have intentions towards you. This person does want to be with you in perhaps some future time. I don't know whether it's a near future or long-term future. It's probably a nearer future, though, because it says, I hope I can make you mine before another man steals your heart. So yes, I think that this person would say to you, I know I'm not being very talkative or communicative. I know I'm not moving things forward like you would want, but I'm not moving this forward like I would want either because of the personal things I got going on with myself. And once I can work that out, then I would very much like to come towards you and make you mine. I think that's kind of the overarching message here, option 1. Now, so before we close this reading out, I'm going to see if we can get a little bit more information here. This is a little game I like to play here with my Scrabble cards. I'm going to lay down 3 cards and they'll have letters on them. You can look at those and see if maybe your person's initials come through in them. If not, that's fine. I'm going to see if any words or acronyms or abbreviations or whatever else, though, might come through to help us flesh out this reading here. So what else would this person like to say to option 1? What else would they like to say? We've got F. We've got C. S. Okay, FCS does not immediately bring anything to mind. Okay, I will say the first thing I'm thinking here, though, is FC. I think that stands for football club. If you are a football fan, and by football I mean soccer for the Americans here. But maybe your person wants you to know that they are focused on career matters or things that would help them to move forward in life in other areas perhaps. But I think this is really more about status and achievement out in the world, and so it's probably related to career and or money is what I would say. So they want you to know that that is their focus right now, not because they don't care about you, but because they want to get that right, so they can feel good about themselves and feel worthy of you. We also have here CS, which stands for computer science. Is your person studying computer science? That's interesting. Or maybe they are thinking about that. Maybe they're in some kind of technological field or area of study. But there's some reason why computer science would be coming through here. So for different ones of you, maybe this is going to have a different meaning. But yeah, there's something here about computers or technology. Maybe this is, as I said, it's part of their career path or what they hope or what they're thinking of breaking into. Let me see. We also have SC, which stands for South Carolina, the state in the United States. So South Carolina is a southern state on the eastern seaboard, and it's probably known for its beaches, which is interesting because this is right below our little scene here on the play card, which appears to, well, it doesn't look like it's beside the sea, but there's a sunny landscape here. So this again reminds me of the idea of fun. Maybe your person would like to take you to the beach or some kind of waterside venue where the two of you can, just play, just have fun. But obviously, that's in their mind for another time, not right now, as we've already discussed. Let me see. South Carolina. Okay, we have CF, which I think is some kind of Latin abbreviation. I think it means like see also, like look at something else. So again, as I was saying, this person is focused on something else right now, even though you are on their mind. Right now, you're a future, perhaps near future, uh, area of focus for them once they figure out what else is going on with themselves and their career or whatever. Okay, let me see if there's anything else here. These cards flip over, isn't that neat? So we have Z, N, and D. Okay, so I see NZ for New Zealand. So again, we've got, this time it's kind of, I'm getting a sense of an adventure locale. The sense of fantasy again. I think that the Lord of the Rings movies were filmed in New Zealand, so that gives me a sense of, this wondrous adventure that's kind of almost like, well, it's science fiction-y or fantasy related. And so your person, again, they are thinking of maybe taking you somewhere fun, somewhere interesting, somewhere that would be an adventure. Which is kind of funny because I'm seeing here ND, which is standing for North Dakota in the United States. But for some reason, I'm thinking of a movie and I can't remember what it is. If anyone's watching and you know what this movie is, you can drop it in the comments for me. But there was some movie from years ago, I think, was it called Fargo? Is that what it is? And is it in North Dakota or is it in South Dakota? I feel like Fargo's in... At any rate, I was also going to say, for some strange reason, planes, trains, and automobiles. I may be totally off base here. I don't know if these movies actually took place in North Dakota, but for some reason that's what it's reminding me of. And the point here, I think, is for me to convey to you again this notion that your person is thinking about traveling with you. I suppose in a few situations, you may be at a distance from this person, and so that's why all the travel messages are coming out. So that could be the case. I'm going to look up Fargo just quickly here. Okay, I'm getting a TV series. I guess it was based on the movie, a 1996 movie. Okay, it's not really. I don't know where is Fargo. Is Fargo in... I'm pretty sure there's a town named Fargo in some state or another. In what state? Yes, Google, please tell me. It's in North Dakota. I'm so happy. Okay, good. I'm not totally off base there. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. I don't remember much because I don't think I ever saw this movie. But yeah, you might want to go check out something. If it doesn't ring a bell for you immediately, go at least read a synopsis of the 1996 movie called Fargo, because that's coming through in this reading for some reason. But anyway, option one, I'm going to leave your reading here. I'm going to end it here. Thank you very much for joining me. So now, if you'll excuse me for just a moment, before we get started with option two, I need to retrieve some more cards from off the floor. Okay, hello, option 2. If you chose this yellow card with white arrows on it, this will be your reading. Now, today we are looking at messages from your person, and I intend to see what your person would like to say to you. Option 1 was slightly like pulling teeth at first, so keep in mind that I will tell you what your person would like to say to you if your person actually would like to say things to you. Otherwise, we'll see what's on their mind and maybe get some sense of blockages or what have you as to why they wouldn't be wanting to say anything to you. So let's be optimistic here and hope that they have something to say. Option 2, what would this person like to say to you at this time? What would this person like to say to option 2 at this time? Okay, we have the Ace of Swords. And I have to say I'm happy to see that because this definitely clearly indicates the person has something to say to you. And I feel like there's a sense of maybe some urgency here, which is totally opposite of option 1. So there's that. But yes, this person maybe wants to tell you the truth or clear the air, clear up confusion. But they definitely want to say something. We're going to have to get some more context here so I can hopefully better understand what it is that they would like to say. But again, I do feel like there's a sense of urgency and like there's a desire here to talk, and that's great. So let's see what else we can find out here. So for option 2, what would this person like to say? What would they like to say to option 2 at this time? Okay, we have inner child, healing childhood wounds, reconnecting with joy. Let's see if I can get it clear. Of course not. Come on. Come on. Oh. Anyway, it says reconnecting with joy, playfulness restored, and return to innocence. Okay, option 2, this person wants to tell you that they're in healing mode. They are healing childhood wounds. They are embracing a sense of playfulness, and they are returning to maybe times gone by, simpler times when they were young and maybe didn't have so many worries or cares in life. You know, they're just trying to, I think, achieve some psycho-emotional balance here by maybe not sweating the small stuff and instead making an effort to appreciate things that are good in life, no matter how small. You know, they're trying to get back in touch with a sense of childlike wonder about things. Okay. I wonder if perhaps this is because they are not achieving what they would like to achieve. Now, I'm beginning just a little bit to be reminded of option 1, but no, I wouldn't say go back there yet, and we'll see. But this energy feels different to me. So we're going to see what else comes out with regard to what your person wants to say to you. Option 2. Let me grab another deck. I've got to be careful here because in option 1 I had a couple of bloopers. Yes, a couple. Bloopers of cards falling off the table. But anyway, hopefully that won't happen here again. So for option 2, what would this person like to say to option 2, what would they like to say? Okay, we have expansion and high vibe, summer. Okay, so this person would like for you to know, option 2, that they are focusing on good vibes only, as they say. They are, again, trying to reconnect with a sense of joy in life. They're looking for reasons to be thankful, reasons to look forward to tomorrow. So they want you to know these things, option 2. They want you to know that this is helping them elevate. You see, expansion. It is helping them to elevate their consciousness. It's helping them to become a better person. Okay, well, that's pretty good, huh? Let me see, what next? Let's look at this deck. See what else we can find out here, option 2. So what would this person like to say to option 2 at this time? Let's see. Okay, we have joy. And you might be able to see here, it looks like 2 people embracing in a field of flowers. So that's really nice. So there's a lot of positive energy here, option 2. And getting back to what we said before, this person actually, does have something to say to you. It's a unified message so far. They are, as I just recently said here, they're trying to reconnect with a sense of joy, joie de vivre. I think that's what they call it in French, the joy of life. What's it called in Italian? Well, that's not what it's called, but La Bella Vita, the beautiful life. Is that right? But yeah, this person is coming from a higher perspective now. And it looks like it's working for them. So they want you to know that there's a lot of growth going on with them, that they are coming to a place of equilibrium and peace. And again, the operative word here is joy. Now, I think, option 2, that you are a part of their thought process when they are counting their blessings, so to speak. They see you as someone who brings good things into their life. So they want you to know, that you are a part of their happy place. Okay, if they have a happy place that they go to in their mind, you are there. Okay, let's see. What else? Okay. Did I already do this deck? No, this deck I have not done. Okay. So, wait, yes, I've done this deck. I'm sorry, I've done this deck. Let me see. That's not the deck I want. Wait, please don't fall off the table. I got a lot going on a little table. Little table, big stuff. Okay, so for option 2, what would this person like to say to them at this time? What would they like to say? Okay, we have guard, defend, protect, and guarantee. Here we have a dog apparently wearing something. Is he wearing like a... He's wearing an orange and black vest, like with a harness or something. This is apparently a working dog. So your person would like for you to know that they are being vigilant. They are making sure that negativity is not gaining a foothold in their life, in their mind, in their thought process. I wonder, option 2, if this person you've come to the reading for has maybe been struggling in the past with something, and now they're trying to move on and move forward with it, with life, move forward in life. And so they are very focused on what's good. I also kind of wonder, like, is this person just engaging in a lot of self-help methodology, or are they actually in therapy or something like that? This is, yeah, there's a lot of growth going on here. So they want you to know that. Let me see. Now let's look at this deck. So what would this person like to say to option 2? What would they like to say to option 2? Okay, we have small favor. I'm hoping you won't mind helping me with something minor. Okay, it looks like they've got something in mind, option 2, that they would like to ask you for help with. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I guess it'll depend on your individual situation. But they would like to ask a small favor of you. In my mind, I'm thinking maybe the small favor would have something to do with being patient with them, but I don't know. No, that just came to my mind. Okay, I am not going to have another snafu over here on this table. All right, now let's look at some song lyrics, shall we? This is always an interesting part of any readings when I use this deck. But let's see what comes out for you. Option 2, this person on your mind here, what would they like to say to you at this time? What would they like to say to option 2 at this time? Okay, it says, they took my saddle in Houston, broke my leg in Santa Fe, lost my wife and a girlfriend somewhere along the way. This is from the song Amarillo by Morning by Strait. Okay, interesting. Interesting, option 2. So this lyric is actually focusing on bad things that happened, but the song as a whole is actually a rather positive song. It's about getting free of the cares of the world and life, and saying, well, I think there's a line like, I ain't got a dime, but what I got is mine. I ain't rich, but Lord, I'm free. And I was talking about how your person here is trying to get free of some kind of limiting beliefs or self-talk, negative self-talk, negativity in general. And so this song lyric actually makes sense here. This person is acknowledging to you, option 2, that, yeah, bad things have happened, but your person is choosing to focus on what's good now. So they want you to know that. Okay, let me see. Now we're going to look at whether there's anything else they'd like to say to you, option 2, and I'm going to do that with this handy dandy Scrabble deck here with all these letters. So I'm going to pull 3. Ooh, gosh, I keep it. What in the world? What's going on, option 2? Butterfingers over here, and the table that keeps rejecting the decks or whatever. Anyway, Not your problem. That's a me problem. Sorry. Option 2. So back to the reading. What would this person on option 2's mind like to say to option 2 at this time? I'm going to pull 3 letters. We got R, we have Y, and we have A. Now these could be initials or not. I'm looking to see if what they jog in my mind, so I can convey any other thoughts here that your person would like to convey to you. So let's see. Okay, so we have YR, which is the abbreviation, almost, not quite. Actually, it's Y and R. But anyway, this stands for, in my mind, what came to me is Young and the Restless. Oh, that's interesting. It's a soap opera, right? It's an American soap opera. It's been on TV for many decades. But the show focuses on a couple of wealthy families and all their business machinations and their really quite dramatic personal lives. I mean, it's a soap opera, so there you go. But I wonder why the soap opera message would be coming through in a reading like this. All I can think is that some pretty dramatic things have happened in your person's life, and so they again want to emphasize that hey, option 2, I've been through a lot, but I'm still standing and I am making positive changes now. I'm not just going to get stuck in a place of wallowing in self-pity or complaining. I'm choosing to change my mindset. So your person, I think, wants to convey to you, they want to get away from drama. And if this is maybe relevant for your connection, option 2, they want to get away from whatever drama there may have been or may be in your connection as well. Let me see. I've got RA, and the first thing that I thought of was rheumatoid arthritis. I don't know if your person has some kind of health issue. Again, we were talking about just having lots of problems and trying to overcome them in a mind over matter type of way. So that may be relevant for some of you, that your person is dealing with some kind of health issue. But again, they want you to know how they're dealing with it and how their approach is focused on their mindset about things. Because there are things maybe they can't change in the physical world, but they can adjust how they view those things. Okay, did we mention Ray? Now, the first thing I thought with this is that I believe that movie, the biopic about Ray Charles, the singer who was blind, I think the name of the movie was Ray. So this is what I'm thinking of. And of course, I said, I mean, like, this person was blind, but they did not let that hold them back from becoming, a big star. Very accomplished in their career. So your person wants you to know, option 2, that they're not letting whatever limitations they might have in the physical or circumstantial, or even in the emotional, as far as quote unquote baggage is concerned, hold them back. Okay, now I'm going to flip these cards over because they flip over. Isn't that awesome? Now we have F, T, and T. So again, these could be initials, but they don't have to be. FT stands for full-time. So now are we talking about a job situation, perhaps? Or is it that this person wants you to know that they are, again, making sure at all times, full-time. This is a full-time thing. This is not they're not a part-time part-time seeker or part-time, I don't know what to call it, healer of self, but it's a full-time thing. They're doing it all the time. It's become a big part of their life to, let's say, yeah, to kind of police their thoughts. Let me see. I also thought FT Financial Times, there's a very well-regarded paper that I think it's still probably, I guess they still print it in, it's anyways, it was a newspaper, I'm thinking maybe it still is, called the Financial Times out of London. It is extremely well known around the world, I think, as being some kind of standard for news about, I guess, the world economic picture. So that's kind of interesting, because we weren't getting a lot about economics, but I did mention from the song lyric that, you know, the speaker in the song says that, you know, they're not rich, but they're free. So maybe here we should re-emphasize that idea that your person's just not focused on the material at this time. And I think, let me see, one more thing, TF, which reminds me of twin flame. So if there's anyone here who is on that journey, then your person here is acknowledging that. I don't know if this is their conscious mind, maybe, because I don't know if they necessarily even know about the concept necessarily. It may be their higher self coming through here to acknowledge the nature of your connection, but there you go. And of course, if that's the case, this is a spiritual connection, but maybe there's a sense here that they just want to update you on how things are going with them if you are in separation at this time. Okay, so I'm going to end things here. Option 2, thank you very much for joining me. And I don't think I had any decks fall on the floor. That's great. Okay, I'm going to move on to option 3 shortly. Hello, option 3. So if you chose the red card with the white arrows on it, this will be your reading. We are looking at messages from your person today. That is the intention. So let's see what your person, option 3, has to say to you at this time. So what does option 3's person wish to say to option 3 at this time? We have the Empress. Okay. So option 3, your person would like to convey to you how beautiful and amazing they think you are. They think you are like a queen. Coming to my mind, what's the name of it? I think the name of it is I Belong to You, and it is by, I can't remember. I'll link it in the description for you though, option 3. But the line that's coming to my mind is, you are a queen of my heart. So this person wants you to know, option 3, you are a queen of their heart. Now, this is gender non-specific, so we can adjust that. You know, you may be a king of their heart. Okay? Take it in a way that resonates. Make it work for you. But that's the general sentiment. You know, they think very highly of you. They are very impressed by you. They are very, very, very attracted to you. You are number one. You are the first choice. You are the best choice. You are the only choice, in a manner of speaking. Now, I don't know. You know, some of you may be watching and questioning that based on their behavior. I don't know yet. I don't know. And so just be aware, though, that regardless of what may be happening in the 3D, this is what they want to convey to you. This is their message to you at this time. Option 3. Now let me just make a note here, and I'm going to link that song for you in the description box. I almost had the name. It's a strange name. Rome. That's it. Okay, so the name of the song is I Belong to You, and it was sung by an artist named Rome. And I feel like maybe this person was like a one-hit wonder or something from back in the 90s, I think it was. But anyway, yeah, I'll link that in case you're interested. But yes, so there's a lot of attraction here. There's a lot of desire here. I'm getting this strong sense of sensuality here. Like I said, they just find you fascinating. Another song coming through. I don't know if this was by the Police or if it was by Sting after he went solo, but there is a song called Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic. I'll link that too, okay, in the description box. But yes, so this person, wow, is experiencing some very over-the-top feelings for you, option 3, and that they want you to know this is how they're feeling right now. This is what they're thinking of you at this very time. I don't know about this very moment, but this is the idea for the current time. Whenever you watch this, because this is a timeless reading. I believe all of my readings on this channel are timeless. That means that they're good for whenever you find them, whether you find them as soon as I release them, or 2 years after I release them, or 20 years after I release them. Okay, I don't know if YouTube or my videos will be around that long, but you get the idea. I'm sorry I had to bend over there and get some cards that just... I'm having technical difficulties today, option 3, because cards keep falling off the table, like the whole deck, and just now it was really weird. A couple of cards just slid out of the deck and onto the floor, but they were not up. I couldn't see what was on them, so I won't take them. But anyway, let's continue here with your reading. So what else would this person like to say to option 3 at this time? Okay, it says swipe right. Online dating, instant attraction, digital romance, and match found. If you can see here, it looks like a phone, and the screen is displaying here. It's a match with some hearts and some pictures of a person, 2 people there. Kind of like on some kind of app, I guess. Okay, wow. Well, option 3, I was already talking about the over-the-top feelings that this person has for you. So they want you to know that they feel like you are a match. Okay, that they have found what they're looking for in you. That they were instantly attracted to you. They want you to know those things. Okay, I'm just looking at the bottom of the deck here. DM slide, unexpected flirtation, direct messages, testing the waters, sliding into your inbox. Okay, so we got 2 messages here then about something online. So I wonder if this is an online connection or a largely online connection. This person might be, I say stalking you on your social media, if you have social media, because if you're like, Palace, I don't have social media. Okay, fine. Then that message is not for you. But if you're actually posting on social media, especially if they are images of yourself, this person is like, wow, amazing, beautiful. Every little thing you do is magic, like I said. Okay. Guess that's so far so good, huh, in option 3. Let's see. Let me choose my next deck here very carefully so I don't have another accident. Okay, what else would this person like to say to option 3? What else would they? Oh, okay, I'm not going to put this down. But it is interesting that this just tried to flip out regret, sadness, and guilt. Well, I have to say, option 3, that doesn't really go with the overall message so far, but it's possible. Hey, if you have a history with this person, that they regret something and they're very sad about it and they feel guilty. So I guess that message wanted to come through for some of you, if not all of you. But now, yes, I like to actually, draw some cards the way I like to do it. So, yes, option 3. What else would this person like to say to option 3 at this time? We have full moon moment, emotions high, release, and realization. Okay, now that's making sense. The full moon moment with emotions running high, option 3. Remember, I was talking about over the top emotions that this person is having for you, and they want to express these over the top feelings that they're having at this time. All of these superlatives. You are the most wonderfulest, the most beautifulest, the most amazingest person ever in the world. I guess you could say, there's probably an element of some exaggeration. I mean, like, I'm not saying that you're not the most wonderfulest and most beautifulest or most handsomest person in the whole wide world. I mean, you might be option 3, and certainly to this person, I mean, that might actually be their sincere thought all the time, instead of just being kind of a momentary thing. But I can't help but feel like their emotions have kind of reached some kind of fever pitch for some reason. And since that card tried to jump out about sadness and regret, I wonder if, at least for some of you, that this person is kind of on the outs with you and they want to get back together with you. They want another chance or something. They feel miserable because they realization that, you're just the one for them. But they messed it up somehow or something. I don't know. So let me see. Next deck. Let's see what else we can find out. So what else would this person like to say to option 3 at this time? Okay, we have loneliness, and there's a person looking very lonely there in a room with one little window way up high on the wall. It's got bars on it, so it's kind of like this person's like in some kind of prison. Okay. So yeah, is this person in the doghouse with you? Option 3. Is that why this is all coming out like this? Another song comes to mind. You're getting a lot of songs. Option 3, this reading is so dramatic, and this song fits, actually. There's a song called Cry for You. Gonna link that too. Wow. Okay, don't tell the other groups that you're getting like all of this bonus material, option 3. But anyway, the song is called Cry for You, and it's by a group called Jodeci. And it's just so dramatic. It's like, it starts with like, it's been hours since you've been gone, and that's too long. So come back home. I mean, like, really? The person's been gone for a couple of hours, and you're already begging. I mean, the song ends with like begging. It's so dramatic. Okay, so yeah, your person is feeling some kind of way, option 3, and they really, really want you to know how amazing they think you are, and how much they want you, and how great of a match you are for them. And yeah, that is the overarching message here for you, option 3. Wow. I guess I should mention, because I feel like there's something Leo-esque in this. I mean, I don't see Leo. In fact, I might see more like Cancer, since we got this big full moon here. And I should mention also the sign of Taurus being associated with the Empress. So I should point that out. So your person may or may not be a Taurus or a Cancer or a Leo, but Leo is in my mind. I'm getting Leo vibes here. So somebody might be a Leo. Okay. What else would this person like to say to option 3 at this time? What else would they like to say to option 3? We have follow. Follow instructions, instigation, faith. Okay, option 3. I think this person is wanting to convey here that they have faith that things are going to work out between you. They are wishing upon a star. Oh, come on, really? There's another song. Wish upon a star to follow where you are. I'm wishing on a dream to follow what it means. And it goes on. And I don't know what the name of it is, but I will link it. And I don't remember who sings it. Sorry, but it's just in my head. But yeah, this person is very wistful and is just trusting the universe or God or whatever higher power they may believe in, the force, I don't know, to make things right between you or move things forward between you so that you can be together. Option 3. That is really amazing. Oh, and here at the bottom of the deck here we have passion. Passion was the word that was catching my attention here. Also says hobbies, preferences, and interests. So I think, well, it seems like you might be their hobby right now, their mental hobby, option 3. Like they love to think about you and how amazing you are. Interestingly, though, we have the picture. This deck is so interesting, but it's great. We got a plate here with a couple of grilled cheese sandwiches on it. So, I don't know. I kind of get that sense like there's 2 sandwiches here. One for you and one for them. Does anybody here like grilled cheese? That's interesting. Anyway, I like grilled cheese. But yeah, this person is thinking of sharing with you. I don't know whether that's normative for them or not. But yeah, they would be willing to share even their grilled cheese with you, their favorite meal. They would share it with you. And that must be really saying something. Okay. What else here? So option 3. What else does this person want to say to you? Seems like they got a lot to say. They got a lot to say. Okay, we have collaborate. We are aligned in our purposes. Let's combine forces and help each other succeed. Okay. Yeah, so now this is becoming like more of a holistic message. We already said this person feels like you're the one for them. You are their match. And yeah, it does seem that they want to work with you, like perhaps in a more professional capacity. Maybe they see the 2 of you like a power couple or something, you know, where you and them come together and create your own empire or something. Oh, that's very interesting, option 3. This is very interesting. Okay. Now let's look at song lyrics. It looks like you've already had many song lyrics as it is, option 3. But let's see. What else? And hopefully it'll just be this last one. This last song coming through here. I want to treat all the piles similarly as far as the actual decks I use. So what would this person like to say? What else would this person like to say to option 3? Let's see. What would this person like to say? Okay, let's see. Wow. Girl, I apologize for each and every lie. That is from the song Never Keeping Secrets by Babyface. Okay, so as I suspected, there are a lot of you here watching for someone maybe who did something wrong. Maybe they lied. Looks like they lied more than once or lied about more than one thing. I don't know. They might just be exaggerating in this lyric. This is kind of another song that's kind of sort of extreme in that, it says, I'm never keeping secrets. I'm never telling lies. I apologize for each and every lie. Never, ever, ever again. So, will I do this? Yeah, so that's their message, option 3. They want to apologize. Whatever they did wrong, they want to apologize. It looks like it has to do with lying. So, I don't know. Somehow misrepresenting the truth. I don't know if it was a literal lie. Was it a lie of omission, wherein you don't actually say words that aren't true, but at the same time you don't actually say words that are true, so you just kind of leave something unspoken. Maybe that is what it is for you, or at least some of you. But okay, now our last little thing here before we close the reading for you, option 3, is I'm going to choose 3 cards from this Scrabble deck. And you can look at these letters I'm going to lay down, and they could be initials representing your person, or they don't have to be. But I'm going to see what they bring through for me as far as any messages that your person would have for you at this time. So what else would this person like to say to option 3? Okay, we have P, M, I. Okay, so PM is for PM as in nighttime, the evening portion, the afternoon evening portion, night portion of the day. We do have, interestingly, we have one card that is indicating nighttime here with the full moon. We have this other card over here is nighttime. We have this loneliness card. This person's like in a dark dungeon type space. So there's darkness here, I think, being indicated. This person wants you to know, option 3, that when you're not around, it's just darkness. And another song, Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone. I'll link it, but my goodness. I need to end your reading before anything else comes. You've got a whole CD now. This person wants to make you a mixtape, of all the songs, option 3, that would convey to you how strongly they feel. Wow. Okay, that's really amazing. Okay, I also see MP, which stands for Member of Parliament, I believe. I'm not sure why that comes through. This is nothing really political here, I would say. Maybe some of you are watching from the UK. Maybe for some reason politics wants to come into this reading. I don't know why. Maybe that's something that was part of an issue or a problem, or maybe it's actually a good thing, that you were politically aligned with each other. I don't know. I don't know what that could be. Maybe that's for, a small portion of you. Let me see. So we have IP as in Internet Protocol. So IP addresses. Again, we got this internet connection, and I should mention with the MP, that's a thing from my perspective as an American, it's a foreign government thing, title. So maybe you are at a distance from this person. Maybe this is some kind of international even connection or long distance connection, so that there's an internet basis to this connection. Let me see. We also have PI, which stands for Private Investigator. I think this is indicating that this person is like really checking you out hard. Option 3, like as I said, they may be on the internet watching you. And there's all these other songs that can come through, and I'm not going to link them in the description. Okay, Pim, I know that feels like it refers to somebody or something, but I don't know what offhand. Imp, though, IMP, as in like, there was an Edgar Allan Poe story called The Imp of Perversion, I think it was. Oh, that was interesting. But since Edgar Allan Poe was coming through, I think that is indicating, again, this kind of really maudlin, over the top emotion, darkness. You know, Edgar Allan Poe wrote some really dark stuff, including some very sad poetry, I think. So, you know, in this fact, in particular, there is a poem called Annabel Lee. It was many and many a year ago in a kingdom by the sea that there was someone called Annabel Lee. Sorry, can't recite it exactly now. But anyway, this is about lost love. This poem is about lost love. So this person wants to convey to you that they feel like you are a lost love, one they long for still and would long to reconnect with. That is for those of you who had some kind of falling out with this person. Now, going back to the imp of the perverse, though, I think that story, or rather the expression, I think was about this thing that happens within people wherein, you know, they are maybe doing the right thing and saying the right things and all of that, but sometimes there's like the devil on your shoulder whispering in your ear, you know, to do something or say something saucy or kind of bad, or, you know, even mean, like mean-spirited, or just, I don't know, it's like that sense of excitement and thrill that someone gets when they decide, you know what, I'm just going to do this because I can, ha ha ha. Like someone leaving an ugly comment or attacking someone on the internet, you know, some random stranger, they just attack, like, well, you're ugly, or, you know, something like that, ha ha ha, you know, I'm behind my computer screen and you can't get me. And, you know, there's just something in human nature that sometimes just makes us do things for the heck of it, because we can, and we know it's kind of like bad or wrong or taboo, but we get some kind of like little thrill out of it. So I wonder if this person feels like, you know, that was maybe their downfall. They did something to you, or something in relation to you in your relationship that ended up being a downfall, or they just did something wrong. They just made a bad decision, and at the time they were like, ha ha ha, you know, this will be fun or cool, or I'm going to get away with this and it's exciting. And now they are living with the consequences. So that's what they want you to know. But yeah, they feel some kind of way about you, option 3, and they really want you to know all about that. I wonder how long this reading ran. Was it longer than the other 2 so far? Maybe so, because this person had a lot to say to you, option 3. But I'm going to end it here. Thank you very much for joining me. All right, hello there. Option 4. Are we on option 4? Yes. If you chose the wild card, this will be your reading. I have to say, I am curious to see what's going to come out for the wild card. I had a pretty interesting one just now, but let's see if you can top it, option 4. So, what would this person like to say to option 4? What would the person like to say to them? We have the Page of Swords, Let me move that over there. Okay, so this person wants you to know that they have been studying something. They've been thinking it over, thinking it through. They've figured something out, and they're still working on that. You know, baby steps. But I think maybe there's a sense here of recognizing something that they need to say to you in the way of an apology or an explanation. So that's the first thing they'd like to say to you, option 4. Okay, let's see what else. Before we continue here, luxury life, comfortable wealth, indulgence, enjoying rewards because I deserve it. This card, I'm not going to include this in the actual reading by laying it down. I always acknowledge the flippers, as I call them. They come out, they flip out when I'm shuffling. So this may be telling us something here about what they want to say to you. That's interesting. Something about luxury life. Is that part of the explanation, maybe, that they feel they owe you? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, and another flipper, hidden agenda, but this time it's reversed. Upright, it would say secret intentions, manipulation disguised as kindness, hidden motivations, and too helpful to trust. So since this is this is reversed. So this is indicating that there is no hidden agenda here. There's no secret intention. There's no manipulation. No hidden motivation in perhaps what they have to say to you. Maybe there's a sense that they're not trying to get something out of it. You know, they're just wanting you to know something now. So let me see if I can actually shuffle long enough to just pull some cards, which is what I like to do. So what would this person like to say to option 4? Okay, so we have gaslighted, but it is reversed. It says, upright it would say, reality distortion, emotional manipulation. Questioning sanity, you're imagining things. So this is reversed. So you are not imagining things, is what I think they want to say to you. Option 4. You are not imagining things. It is not all in your head. Whatever it is that you are thinking about maybe them in this connection, I think they want to acknowledge that it's a valid thought. You know, it's a valid assessment. Let me see what else. This is kind of mysterious so far. Maybe there are lots of people watching this, and I mean, it is the wild card, so if things are kind of open here with my interpretations, maybe that's why. Like, it's needing, this reading is needing to apply to maybe a larger collective, so the specifics are not as plentiful, or maybe not yet. We'll see. Sometimes I feel like a detective trying to follow the clues. So what else would this person like to say to option 4 at this time? Jealousy, insecurity, fear of loss, and comparison. Okay, they want you to know that they were feeling jealous. And the jealousy is coming from insecurity and a fear of loss, and they're comparing themselves perhaps to someone else. I don't know if this is a third-party situation or not. It might be. But regardless of whether there's a third person involved here, there may be some other thing that this person is comparing themselves to and feeling like they are lacking because they don't measure up. And they want you to know that. So whatever went down between the two of you, or what has gone down, they want you to know that it's coming from their own jealousy, and that jealousy is coming from insecurity. They're afraid of losing you. They're afraid of losing status in your eyes. They are comparing themselves to someone or something else and feeling like you might be doing the same thing, and coming to the conclusion that, in fact, this person is not good enough or as good as the other thing or person. They are concerned about that. They're, insecure. And I mean, with the Page of Swords, I was actually going to say there's maybe a sense of something childish here. So some immaturity perhaps coming through. And I don't know if they did something immature, maybe. And maybe they want to acknowledge that too. As I was saying earlier, they feel like there is something to apologize for or explain to you about maybe something they did or didn't do, or what went down, or what have you. But let's continue. Let me see. Actually, I don't want to look at this deck next. I want to look at this deck next. Got a lot of decks over here. Okay. What else would this person like to say to option 4? Okay, we have independence. And here there is a person on an island pushing a little boat away from the island. Like, leave me alone, boat. I want to be totally alone with no escape. No way for me to get off the island, and no way for anyone else. Well, actually, I guess someone else could theoretically get a boat and come. But anyway, like, this person in this card here is like adamant about being alone or on their own or off to themselves. Like so your person wants to convey to you, option 4, that maybe they just want or wanted to be more independent, and the jealousy made them feel like they needed to withdraw so they could maybe work on themselves, or maybe it was just getting too uncomfortable for them because, there's this fear of losing you. And there is a mentality that says, hey, this person might figure out that I'm no good and just leave me, so I'm going to leave them first. Ha ha ha. And that way I won't get so hurt, right? Because then I can at least have the pride, my pride, intact when I say or tell other people, oh, well, I chose to end things. So maybe there's something going on here that's kind of childishness, maybe. Maybe you picked up on that. Because again, this person wants you to know, I mean, you were not imagining things, so your assessment was probably right. Let me see. I don't want to put that there. Let me put it here. Okay. Okay. What else would this person like to say to option 4? We have trust, sincerity, respect, carefulness, and support. Well, I mean, the card says trust with sincerity, respect, carefulness, and support. But we haven't been getting a message of trust so far. And I mean, like the picture, if you're watching, some people apparently just like to listen, and that's cool, actually. But anyway, if you're watching, you see this image here with a cat pointing its paw towards the viewer here, and I kind of see like a little claw coming out too here on the paw. This is interesting because I don't feel like this is saying your person trusts you. I, I think, huh, this person is, we talked about gaslighting and how you were not mistaken in your view. This person, I feel like there's a sense of sabotage or self-sabotage, I mean, maybe on the one hand they wanted you to believe they trust you, but then their actions do not line up with that, or as I was just talking about, because of their jealousy and insecurity, they might have done something that does not suggest that they are sincere or do respect you. It's like saying one thing and doing another. Which again is interesting because of the gaslighting, which is reversed here. Maybe they want to convey to you that in this message here, they want to come clean about what they were doing. Remember, I said they feel like they have something to explain and or apologize for here. So they want to convey to you that, yeah, I acted childish. I did one thing and said another. I kind of gaslighted you. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Let me look at this deck. So what else would this person like to say to option 4? Perspective. I value your opinion and would appreciate your unique approach to this situation. Now, isn't that interesting? This person seems to be inviting a dialogue here. They want to talk to you about this. Remember I said they have something they want to say, explain. Like I said, maybe apologize for. It says here they value your opinion. They would appreciate your unique approach. Like they want to know what you think about all this. I don't know if they expect some kind of reward for, telling the truth or being real with you, or I don't know. Maybe. Or maybe they just wanted to clear their own conscience or something. I suppose for different viewers it'll be different depending on who your person is. I guess you can judge based off of what you know about your person. So now let's look at some song lyrics. See what else this person has to say to you at this time. Option 4. So what does this person have to say to option 4 at this time? It says, oh, can't you see, you belong to me. That's from Every Breath You Take by The Police. Now, we had another song come through for option 3, I think it was, but I don't know if, well, maybe. If you were at all attracted to option 3, I guess you could go back and watch that after this one. I mean, I think that's a rather strongly, I mean, it's a different reading, but there might be a little overlap where there might be some messages there for you, okay, or a lot, I don't know, especially if you were actually attracted to it. It is okay to watch more than one. Anyway, yeah, so this person maybe does expect some kind of reward. This person wants you to know you belong to them. Can't you see that you belong to them? And that's why I guess they feel like you should hear them out and welcome them with open arms. You know, I mean, and this card is again drawing my attention. It's kind of like they're saying, well, you better trust me. That's weird, but okay. Like I said, you would know your person, certainly, better than I would. So, yeah, they want you to know, though. I mean, that sounds like they want to be with you. I don't know what they did, but wow. Okay. So now let's, we're going to look at a few cards from this Scrabble deck. I'm going to draw 3 cards, and you can look at the 3 letters I put down, and they can be initials for your person or you or whatever, but it doesn't have to be the case. I'm doing this to see what comes through to me about what maybe abbreviations or acronyms or what have you might convey about how, well, about what this person would like to say to you at this time. So what else would this person like to say to option 4? Okay, we have O, E, and S. Okay, so I see SEO, search engine optimization. Now, this is giving me a sense of, like I was saying before, it's like this person is trying to say to you what maybe they think you want or need to hear. I didn't actually say that, but I implied that maybe that they expect some kind of reward or something for what they want to say to you. So with the SEO, that's giving me that sense like they're trying to say what they need to say in order to get the response from you that they want. And I'm not saying they're insincere, but they are. I mean, they come through in the beginning here as this Page of Swords. They come through as this strange kitty here. You know, like, are they cute and cuddly or are they deadly? Did you know that cats are, I don't know if they're apex predators in our kind of like daily life in human society, but if you let your cat outside or if you see the feral cats around, I mean, like, these cats are hunters, okay? Like, they kill and hunt and eat, okay? And they might look cute and all that, and they come back to your house and they lick their little paws and they purr or whatever, but there's more to them than meets the eye. So maybe your person, has a face that they show, and then what's behind that, maybe they've got kind of a duality going on. And so, yeah, they're hoping to say to you what will elicit the desired response, the response they desire. Option 4. Okay, let me see. Is there anything else? Well, since we were talking about things computer related, we got OS, stands for operating system. Which again, it gives me this sense like, okay, they think that they can plug in some words and then get back a certain output from you. Okay, I'm going to flip these over because you can flip them over. We have L, O, and K, which again might be maybe some initials. So I'm just saying, you see here, okay. Yeah, I get from this that your person, yeah, I'm getting more of like this sense that there's something here in which they kind of do want to control an outcome. That's very interesting. Option 4. Now, let me just one more thing. KO, knockout. So again, there's a sense of like there's a strategy here to win you over, to knock you out with their enlightenment and their sincerity and their maybe their apology or their very mature explanation for whatever they want to explain to you. Well, okay, that was really something. Option 4. So I hope you found something helpful in this message. I'm going to end your reading here. Thank you very much for joining me. Let me see. Hello, and now we will move on to option 5. If you chose this blue card with white arrows on it, this will be your reading. Again, today we are looking at messages from your person. Let me see. Let's start with this deck. So for those who chose option 5, what would their person like to say to them at this time? Okay, we have the King of Pentacles. So it seems option 5, there's something that this person greatly desires. I think maybe to complete their life, and that something is you. I think here in this reading, they want you to know that they are there for you. They want to be with you. They want to support you. They want to protect you. They want to build and or continue a life with you as their partner. Okay. So far, so good. Now let's look at... Okay, let's look at this deck. So what else would this person like to say to option 5? We have breaking cycles, but it's in reverse. Upright, it would say ending harmful patterns, freedom from repetition, new beginnings, and it stops with me. Now that's interesting, because it seems like I would actually expect this card to be upright, considering the message from this card. But it could be indicating that this person wants all those things and wants to be those things. But they also want you to know, option 5, that they're not altogether there yet. This is all of these wants and hopes and dreams with you are aspirational for them. They help to motivate your person to keep moving forward or keep striving, because they want to be worthy, and they want to be worthy of you. Now at the bottom of the deck here we have DM slide. It's in reverse. So says upright, unexpected flirtation, direct messages, testing the water, sliding into your inbox. So I feel like this was in another pile. I think it was in option 3. Option 3 seems like popular for some reason. But anyway, so yeah, if and only if you were attracted to that and confused about whether to choose option 3 or this one, you might find some messages back there if you want to go back and listen to it after you finish this reading, of course. But anyway, yeah, this person is like a work in progress. But the good news is that, I'm not getting so far an energy of playeration. This is like seriously what they want you to know that they intend. This is what they hope will come to pass between you. This is what they hope to be for you and to you. So this is not some fly-by-night thing. They want you to know they're serious. Okay, let's see. Yes, let's look at this one next. So what else would this person like to say to option 5? What else would they like to say to option 5? Let me see. We have clarity, change of perspective. Okay, now it looks like, as I was saying, this person is seeing a future with you, but it's one they have to work towards by working on themselves so they can be ready for that and able to provide for you like they want to and show up for you like they want to. But the good news here is that they want you to know that they've gained clarity about this situation. There's been a change in their perspective so that they are now able to see what it is that they want. And they want you. But this is a process for them. It's going to be a process. Now, interestingly, at the bottom of the deck, we have I miss you, longing, distance, and regret. So, for many of you watching, this person maybe is someone you are in some kind of separation with, and it may not, I don't know if you are in communication with them or not. You may or may not be. If you are, maybe there's some sense of distance between you. It may be literal physical distance that is keeping you kind of apart and making them long for your physical presence. But it may be for some of you that this is literally a separation situation. And so this person wants you to know that they miss you, that they have a lot of regret, and that they're still longing to connect with you. And as I said, they clearly have some kind of future plans in mind for the two of you, even though they're not there yet as far as all the ducks in a row in the material world so that they can maybe proceed. Okay, so what else would this person like to say to option 5? We have, wow, love. Okay. So it looks like there are all these clouds in the sky, the pink clouds shaped like hearts, and there's this man on top of one of them here. He's down on his knees and he has his arms outstretched, and looks like there is a, what is that? At first I thought it was a rose or something, but I'm not sure what that is up there. What is that? I don't know. But anyway, there's a couple of doves here and the sun back there shining in the sky, a pink sky. But yes, love, that's pretty self-explanatory here. They want you to know that they love you, option 5. And I think that's, well, we've had something maybe akin to that expression back in option 3, I think it was, which, as I told you, did I tell you? No, I was telling the other group. Option 3 keeps, like, calling people back. But anyway, yeah, that's right. I did tell you about option 3 because that card came out again. So yeah, if you're attracted to option 3, have a listen after this. At the bottom of the deck here, we have feeling unwanted. Oh, and so here we have, all these couples here with hearts floating above them, and then there's one person standing off to the side, all alone. So this is your person. They want you to know that they feel unwanted. So it sounds like maybe something did happen between the two of you. Maybe there is a split or a rift at this time. Let me see. Ooh. Okay, now let's look at this deck. What else would this person like to say to option 5? We have jealousy, possessiveness, competitiveness, dependence, and paranoia. Oh, this is interesting. There's a cat here wearing a button-down sweater. Okay. So they want you to know, option 5, that they feel jealous. They feel very possessive of you and paranoid. They're probably worried someone else is going to snap you up. Or maybe someone else already has. Or maybe someone else is moving in on you and is going to get in the way of what I suspect here maybe is a reunion that they want with you, for some of you. For others of you, maybe, like I said, this more perfect union, this more serious connection that they envision between the two of you once they get their stuff together. Okay? So yeah, they want you to know they're jealous. They're paranoid. They're worried. They feel like there's competition. And at the bottom of the deck, we have destiny, responsibility, road, and shackles. Okay, shackles, interesting. Yeah, they do have a sense of destiny here. I was talking about this earlier because, they envision this life with you, this whole life with you. But they got to get there. They got to finish doing whatever it is that they need to do in their own lives, within themselves, or with their, probably, I would guess, maybe like their material situation. Things having to do with money and work. Those kinds of things. Okay. What else would this person like to say to option 5? We have growth. I will ignite a spark inside you, inspiring greater depth and expansion. Okay. So this kind of piggybacks on what I was talking about before, how they want to be all these things to you. And they want to inspire you to grow as a person and achieve what you want to achieve in the world, and share your gifts and be all you can be. This is very benevolent here. This is very generous here. Generous-hearted of this person here. And they want you to know that they're for you. They believe in you. Option 5. Okay, let me see. Now let's look at some song lyrics. What would this person like to say to option 5 at this time? What would this person like to say to option 5 at this time? let's see. We have, oh, well, I don't take reversals. I don't do reversals with this deck with the word. Okay, anyway. Um, it says, I made a mistake and I want to know, can you ever forgive me? Or do we go down in the flames of a broken love? That is from the song Forgiveness by Kenny Lattimore. I will link that song in the description, by the way. If you want to listen to it or look at the lyrics, might be instructive. Okay, so this person is admitting to some kind of mistake that they made. They are asking for your forgiveness. This is what they want to say to you. Option 5. They want to know if this is just something that is just not meant to be, not meant to move forward. And I guess that makes sense because it looks like what they also want to convey to you, option 5, is that they really are invested here, mentally and emotionally, and they want to be invested materially in time. So it makes perfectly good sense that they are concerned here that maybe you aren't interested in what they're interested in. Maybe there's no hope for this situation. They're worried about that. So they want you to know that. They want you to know that they kind of want an answer here. They want clarity from you. Now, I'm not saying one way or the other. I mean, like if you're in a separation situation or whatever, I'm not saying, oh, you need to contact them. I'm just telling you what they want to say to you. So you can take it and do with it what you will. You know, different people are going to have different situations. And so, you know, whether to reach out to them or not is totally up to you. As I have told you, though, you know, there's a sense in which maybe they're not totally ready for what they hope they can have with you in the future, and that's a consideration that's a valid one for you as well. You know, not everybody wants to wait, and that's perfectly respectable, excuse me. Yeah. Well, I guess is it respectful? It can be. Anyway, now let's look at some initials here, or acronyms, or whatever else comes out here to convey what else they would like to say to you. Option 5. Let's see. I'm going to lay down 3 letters here. We got the letter K, the letter E, and the letter D. Okay. So these could be initials, but they don't have to be. So I notice immediately this actually spells something. Ked. Did they still make Keds? This was a shoe brand that was very popular, I think, some decades ago. But yeah, these were like comfy walking shoes. They were all the rage. They're kind of simple design or whatever, you know. But for some reason, they just became really the thing. So we are referring here to walking, which implies a journey. And we were talking about how this person is taking steps to get right materially so that then they can have this thing with you that they want to have with you. So I think that this is coming through again, that they want to convey to you that they're on this journey, you know, which again makes it more important for them to know where they stand with you and whether they can hope for something more, considering the circumstances. It seems that they think the ball is in your court in that respect, option 5. We also have Ed, which reminds me of more than one thing. So you've got Ed as in Mr. Ed, the talking horse. Says they say Mr. Ed will never speak unless he's got something to say. So this person, I think, wants to convey to you that this is important. They really do have these things in mind, and they would like you to know these things. And it is serious, like I was saying at the beginning of the reading. This is not some fly-by-night idea on their part. You know, they're not just trying to say whatever you want to hear so that they can get what they want to get. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. This is not that kind of energy. That's not their intention here. They love you. I'm also thinking of Ed McMahon. I think he used to be associated with, and I want to say it was Publishers Clearinghouse. Like he was the spokesperson for that. Am I remembering that correctly? So that's interesting because that connects him to a company that would have, these ongoing sweepstakes, and you could win millions of dollars in their very well-known sweepstakes drawings. And to this day, I mean, like, I guess people, actually now scammers love to use Publishers Clearinghouse. But anyway, we're not focusing on the scam element here. We're focusing on the idea that Ed McMahon became associated, from what I'm remembering, with bringing people bounty and prosperity and being a part of very happy circumstances, life-changing circumstances in people's lives. And this person wants you to know that they want to be there for you in that way. They want to share in your successes and your joys. They want to bring abundance to your life. Also, Ed McMahon was, I think before his Publishers Clearinghouse days, he was like a sidekick to Johnny Carson on his TV show, his late night TV show. And he was like Johnny Carson's, what would you call it, like a wingman or a straight man? Is that what they used to call it? But anyway, he was basically a support for Johnny Carson. So again, this idea that you've got someone who's like a team member, but kind of like your number two. You're the number one and they're the number two, and they're happy with it. They're happy being supportive of you. Like I said, this person loves you. They want to support you. They are for you. Okay, let me see. DE, does that stand for Deutsche, like Germany? Maybe. I don't know what they want to tell you about Germany. Or maybe that's actually just relevant for someone watching here. Maybe you're from Germany, they're from Germany, or there's some kind of German something, maybe, for some of you. Okay. I'm going to flip these over now and see if there's anything else. We also have the initials G, J, and O, potentially. So here we got J-O-G, which is very interesting because we had the kids message earlier about a walk or a journey, and now we have jog, which tells me this person would like for you to know, option 5, that they want to speed up the pace of their own process so that they can achieve their own goals and then achieve those bigger goals with you. So there's a sense here of some urgency, I would say, because they want you to know, well, I'm not just walking towards getting everything together to be with you. I'm jogging towards it. It's not quite running, but we're getting there. They're making progress. As I said, they're not there yet, but they are on that path. They are trying. They're being diligent. That's what they want you to know. Option 5. So I'm going to end it here. I hope this was a helpful, informative reading for you. Option 5. Thank you for watching. Hello there, option 6. If you chose the green, oh my goodness. If you chose the green card, with the white arrows on it. Hold that thought. I'm going to not use this as the timestamp. Okay, let me mark that out. Because I just had another accident here. I got to do something about this. Oh, gosh. I got to pick up some more cards off the floor. Excuse me. Okay, hello, option 6. If you chose this green card with the white arrows on it, this will be your reading. For real this time. Okay, so we are looking at messages from your person. What would this person like to say to option 6 at this time? Okay, we have the 8 of Cups. Wow, and at the bottom of the deck we have the 5 of Cups. Okay, so this person is feeling very emotional right now. Option 6, excuse me. Option 6, this person is feeling very emotional right now. They are in some kind of state of shock or grief. This is the kind of energy that suggests a breakup, maybe one that somebody didn't see coming. Some kind of upsetting news, and a need to walk away. This person wants you to know that they're in this period of grief or mourning and they're walking away. Does this mean they're walking away from you? Is this maybe a situation in which you and this person have broken up or broken things off or had some kind of split? Let's see what else we can find out here. Let me see. But yeah, there's a lot of sadness here. They want to convey their sadness and regret. What else would this person like to say to option 6? Okay, we have hidden agenda, but it is reversed. Upright, it would say secret intentions, manipulation, disguised as kindness, hidden motivations, and too helpful to trust. But that is reversed, which means the situation here is the opposite. So this person would like for you to know, option 6, that they're not hiding any intentions here. They're not plotting something. They're not trying to manipulate you. They're just being real. And at the bottom of the deck here, we have let it go, but it also is reversed. Upright, it would say releasing grudges, emotional freedom, forgiving yourself and others, and free your heart. This person is not freeing their heart. They are not letting it go. The it maybe is you, which is not to say that you're an it, but I'm saying the situation with you, they're not letting it go. I don't know exactly what went down between the two of you, but this person is not, even though there is the feeling of I gotta move on, there's also resistance, like I don't want to move on, and there's a sense of maybe being kind of stuck in the grief, but having the thought that they need to walk away. But this card is indicating that they're not really fully doing that. They're not releasing you or the hurt feelings or whatever this is meant to convey here. Even though there's a sense of a break or things being over, it's not really over for this person. That's what they want you to know. option 6. So let's see what else they want you to know. What else does this person want option 6 to know? We have friends, fun, support. Let me see what's on the bottom of the deck here. We have spiritual awakening, intuition. So it looks like this person is wanting you to know that they're getting support from friends, that they're going out and they're trying to have fun, maybe to take their mind off of things. But there's also something deeper going on. There's a spiritual awakening. They are listening to their intuition, and they want you to know that. And I wonder if that's why there's a sense of like being stuck. Like even though their mind might be telling them to move on, their heart is not releasing the situation or the connection or you. And so maybe it's their intuition that's trying to tell them, hey, maybe all is not lost here yet. Hey, maybe this is salvageable. So what else is this person wanting option 6 to know at this time? What do they want option 6 to know? What do they want to say to option 6? Gosh, what? Is this card, Steve? No, okay. We have heartbreak. Yes, as we were saying, this person is grieving. This person is very sad. And quite explicitly here, they are heartbroken. Option 6. They're trying to feel better, move on, seek some solace or comfort in friends, but they want you to know they're deeply sad about this, whatever, I guess, fell apart, it looks like. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna look at this deck here now. So what else would this person like to say to option 6 at this time? What else would they like to say to option 6? We have speeding, surge, flow, and addiction. Okay, now from that I am kind of getting this sense now. I told you that they want you to know they're trying to spend time with friends and have good times and get support from them and help them feel better. But there's maybe something a bit problematic here. Like maybe they're making unhealthy choices. Maybe they're taking risks that could be putting them in more danger, either physical danger or emotional danger or both. You know, because maybe there's a sense that they are making an effort and trying to get away from the feelings of heartbreak that they have. They are desperately trying to cope, I think. And at the bottom of the deck here, we have love, appreciation, fondness, respect, and trust. This is all that they're missing from you, option 6. They miss your appreciation, the fondness that you expressed for them, the respect that you have, and the trust, the sense of a bond with someone. They want you to know that they're not over it, they're not okay, they're not living their best life. Yeah, they might be hanging out with friends. I don't know if you see anything on social media or get any other kind of indication that they are A-okay. They've moved on, but they want you to know that is simply not the case. And they've tried, and it's not working. So what else would this person like for option 6 to know? What else do they want to say to option 6? We have vent. I have a lot to say about a situation and need a good listener. Okay, I presume what they have a lot to say about is this situation, this heartbreak, this lost relationship. I guess they have a lot to say to you. We already know from what I've been saying, it's not over for them. Um, I wonder if they want to talk just for the sake of closure, if nothing else. They've got a lot on their mind, and I think they want some kind of outlet for it. But I don't know. I feel like they want you to be the outlet. I mean, like the good listener. They want you to listen to what they have to say. This reading is not about what you should do or not do. That's up to you. I'm simply conveying what messages they have for you at this time. You can take what you will and do what you will with those messages, option 6. So now let's look at some song lyrics. Well, I'm not going to choose that. I don't like flippers, that much. So what does this person want to say to option 6 at this time? What do they want to say to option 6 at this time? They want to say, when I'm with you, it's such a good time. That is from I Like the Way by High Five. Oh, this song is always kind of nostalgic, or it reminds me, it seems nostalgic because it's about teenage love. It's about puppy love, those first romances, that we have in those formative years, and how everything is so wow and exciting. It's all first time energy, and it's just sweet, And so this person wants to say to you, when I'm with you, it's such a good time. Maybe they felt that you were a good friend to them as well as a lover or love interest. And they had a lot of fun with you, because here it's explicitly saying it's such a good time when I'm with you. This song, by the way, is specifically, though, about kissing and how wonderful kissing their beloved is. And so this person maybe wants to also convey that the romance of your connection was so fresh, and there was, like I said, this kind of sweet innocence or purity about it for them. Okay, so now let's see if there are any initials or acronyms or abbreviations or what have you that may come through here in these letters. And use this Scrabble deck here. I'm going to draw 3 letters. So what else does this person want to say to option 6? We have D, U, and B. Interesting. Okay, dub is a word. So dub, I think, wasn't there a type of, there was like a genre of music. what are they called? Dub music? I mean, at the very least, I know that there is um, a practice of dubbing, and I think that's when you like kind of copy something from one song and put it into another. Is that, am I remembering that right? Let me see. Dub meaning. Oh, that's interesting. It looks like it has many meanings. But let me see what dub music. In music, let me see. In music, dub means creating remixes of existing tracks, especially reggae. Okay, that's it. I was like, there's a genre of music. It's reggae. It's a subgenre, I guess. So I don't know if you or your person were into reggae, dub music, and they want to remind you of that here. I mean, after all, it's such a good time when I'm with you. They wanted you to know, and there's this feeling of maybe friendship and support here with you. And so I could see good times being had around music. But it also is about, as I was saying, creating remixes of existing tracks. So I think this person wants a redo with you, option 6. You know, you have an existing foundation from the past, but they want to revisit that past and maybe build out from that into a better future. Okay. So let's see. Also, a dub is slang for a win, not a loss. And this is originating from shortening the letter W for win to dub. Okay, so they want you to know, option 6, that it would be a win for them if you two could work things out. We also have bud. And think of the adult beverage, okay, and other substances here. Again, going back to hanging out with you and having a good time. Maybe some of you partook of such things, having a good time with this person, and this person is reminding you of those things. They're like, hey, you remember when we used to blah, blah, blah. You know, they're wanting to convey to you the nostalgia that they feel when thinking about you, option 6. And here with bud also, which is short for buddy, they did appreciate the friendship that you had, the camaraderie, that kind of ease in connecting, communicating, and just vibing with each other. Let me see. I don't know if there's anything else here. BU is Boston University. Don't know if Boston has any relevance for anyone watching, but there you go. And just in case, BU is what that reminds me of. And I think that's it. Let me see. Let me flip these over. Now make sure there's nothing there. Other initials we have are FB and Y. It's almost FBI, but not FBI, so I'm not going to mention that. But we do have BY, okay, as in something made by somebody else, something created by somebody else, something done by somebody else. I don't know. Maybe somebody else did something here that got in the way. I'm drawn again to the friends card, the speeding, bad choices, unhealthy, risky behaviors. Maybe there was an influence of someone else outside of the two of you that somehow features here, and they want to acknowledge that here, option 6. Let's see. We also have FB for Facebook. So this is a social media element. Don't know if the two of you were communicating on Facebook or watching each other on Facebook. Maybe this person still is watching you on Facebook if you happen to be there. And they want you to know. They want you to know that. And Facebook, of course, is a place where you can connect with friends. So again, there's a friend message coming through. Let me see. I think that's all I'm seeing for now. So, okay, option 6. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you found this relevant, interesting, informative, accurate, what have you. Okay. Hello, option 7. If you chose this card with the no symbol on it, this will be your reading. Let me put that over there. So today we are looking at messages from your person. Let's see what your person wants to say to you, option 7. So what does option 7's person want to say to them at this time? We have the 8 of Swords. Okay. So there's a feeling here of being stuck. This person wants you to know that they feel stuck. Okay. There's something they don't want to acknowledge that would allow them to escape from this place of feeling stuck. Because they really aren't stuck. They really don't have anything holding them back from a physical, logistical, or practical manner. I mean, from that perspective, in those ways, this is a mental block that they have. So it looks like they're acknowledging that. They're acknowledging that, hey, I'm stuck because there's just something going on with me. It looks like here on the bottom of the deck we have the Queen of Cups. So I think that they are wanting you to know that they see you in this very positive light as a caring person, a warm person, a supportive person, but they still are holding back. There's still something within them that's not allowing them to come towards you or come towards you more or progress things, whatever the case may be. Different people will have different situations. Let's see what else we can find out. So option 7 about this person's thoughts and what they want to tell you at this time. So what does this person wish to say to option 7 at this time? We have Sneaky Link, Hidden Encounters, Private Meetings, Discreet Intimacy, Nobody Needs to Know. So it looks like they want to communicate to you, option 7, that they have thought about maybe hooking up with you privately in a situation in which no one needs to know about it. Now, the feeling of being stuck may have to do with not wanting to choose another way forward, but also not wanting maybe fully to walk away from the situation altogether. And so instead, this person's mind seems to be going to maybe the low-hanging fruit, the other option that would allow them to keep riding the fence, option 7. At the bottom of the deck, excuse me here, at the bottom of this deck it says retirement goals, long-term stability, future planning, relaxation earned, and living the dream. So they're feeling like, option 7, you would be a nice escape. But my circumstances, there's something going on. This person mentally doesn't seem to be willing to consider another route to you at this time than this, and they may be stuck on this because maybe they understand that you might not want a sneaky link. You might not be okay with the sneaky link, but maybe you are okay with it. Different people here will have a different situation going on, a different mentality, and we respect that here. Your life is your own, no judgment. But yes, this is what is on this person's mind and what they would like to say to you. Maybe what they would be thinking about saying to you, I should say. I'm not sure whether they would get up the courage and actually say it or not. Unless this is an ongoing thing. Maybe this has happened before and now they'd like to suggest it again. But there's something holding them back, and I wonder, again, is it because they recognize maybe that's not what you want, or maybe there's a part of them that feels like that's not, that they wouldn't be giving you their best, shall we say. But let's continue here. Option 7. What else would this person like to say to option 7? Some things take time. Well, yes, some things do take time. And on this card here, we have a little snail. So your person wants to convey to you that, hey, yeah, things aren't moving forward, or things aren't moving at all. But it's because some things take time, like your person is trying to figure, I don't know, I'm not sure they're trying to figure out. I feel like maybe they are, but they are stuck because they can't think of any better way to approach your situation than the sneaky link. But like I said, I feel like maybe they understand that this is not optimal. So instead of forgetting about the sneaky link or just walking away, they just kind of ride the fence, like I said. So yeah, it does take time to get off the fence. That's true. Let me see. What's on the bottom of this deck? We have anger, arguments, and conflict. I don't know if the anger and the arguments and the conflict are, being experienced between you and this person. They want to talk to you about that or convey this to you, or if there's someone else they're having these conflicts with. Maybe the reason for the sneaky link is because of what's unspoken here, which is that maybe there's some reason why this person can't come to you freely. And maybe that is why it's taking time for them to figure it out, because they maybe don't want the arguments and the conflict and the anger to bubble up between them and maybe a third party that is in the picture here. I'm going to say that may not be the case for everyone. Not everyone here may be dealing with a third party situation, but why else do you need a sneaky link? Why else is that, that it's, like I said, the third party is not showing up clearly, but it's in the ether. It's in the air. So I want to mention it. Okay, let me see what's next. Let's look at this deck. So what else would this person like to say to option 7? Gosh. Luck. And here we see a woman holding a giant heart, or like reaching over, perhaps to, is she plucking it from a plant that's in a field here with lots of flowers? Now there are flowers, and then there's this one plant that has the heart on it, and she seems to be plucking. She's either putting the heart on top of the plant, or she's taking the heart away from the plant, as if plucking it off of it, as if the heart is the head, or what would be the flower of the plant. But I think this is conveying here, option 7, that this person would like to tell you that a certain degree of luck is involved here. Maybe this person feels like the planets would have to align in a special way in order for them to approach you the way that maybe you would prefer, and that they maybe would prefer to, honestly, instead of this sneaky link. So far, well, before I say that, let me look at the bottom of the deck. Okay, at the bottom of the deck here we have using. And maybe you can see this picture here. But it shows a woman literally walking on the heads of a line of men. Like she's putting her foot on, well, one foot is on one man's head and another foot is on another man's head, and she's just striding forward. There's a line of men here, and she's going to just keep stepping on their heads. So I was going to say, so I think that kind of falls in line with what I was going to say, option 7. This person doesn't seem to be in a mindset for growing in a positive way to make a better choice here. All that they are maybe capable of at this time is the sneaky link possibility. They want you to know that, oh, some things take time. You know, it takes time to get out from underneath the third party, perhaps. And meanwhile, it just seems to them like it's all a matter of luck and chance and timing. And maybe this is just not a time for that in their mind, for them to make a different type of choice with you. And unfortunately, I mean, like, using this is at the bottom of the deck. So I think this is kind of like a warning to you, option 7, that this person, maybe, as I said, is just not capable of offering more at this point. They want things, I think, their way so it can suit their life and their circumstances, because they, for whatever reason, maybe don't have the courage or inclination to choose a different path. Let me see. Let's look at this deck. So what else would this person like to say to option 7? We have exploration, creation, experimentation, universe, and underground. As you can see, it looks like a little astronaut there floating in space. Yeah, this person, option 7, wants to convey to you that they would like to explore things with you, albeit in a limited way. I'm struck by the fact that, this card is depicting an astronaut floating in space, but it's darkness. And it harkens back to the sneaky link card, something going on under cover of darkness. Yes, option 7, this person wants you to know that they're interested in exploring things with you, but it appears to me that the way they want to do that is quite limited. Let me see what's at the bottom of the deck here. We have redemption, hope, miracle, and turning point. Now that's interesting. This person wants you to know that they hope for something more. They hope for a better situation with you, but that they do believe it would take a miracle for that to happen. As I was talking about with the luck card, they feel like, all kinds of things would have to be orchestrated by the heavens for them to be free and come to you in a different way. Okay. What else would this person like to say to option 7? We have plans. Seeing you is a priority for me. I want to make plans with you. So now, as we were saying just now, this person does want to explore things with you, option 7. They want you to know that. But again, it's a very limited type of exploration. I mean, they do want to see you. They want to make plans with you. But the plans seem to be for a sneaky link. And as I said, that's going to vary from person to person whether you're okay with that. If you are, okay. If you're not, okay. But now let's look at some song lyrics. See what else we can find out about what they would like for you to know at this time. So what else would this person like to say to option 7 at this time? What else would they like to say to option 7 at this time? We have, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. This is from Folsom Prison Blues by Johnny Cash. Now that is very interesting. Now, this is quite explicitly about someone who's in prison. That's what the song is about. Like a literal prison, They're incarcerated for criminal acts. Now, there may be some very small percentage of you here where your person is also incarcerated, but I don't think that's the majority indication here. I think this person wants to convey to you, option 7, that they can't be free. They're sad about it. They're sad they can't be free. But it is what it is. This person is trying to make the best of a bad situation. That might be their perspective. But they want you to know, I can't be free. This is what I can offer at this time. It's quite limited. I do want to explore things with you, but there would be significant limitations. Okay, option 7. So now I want to look and see. I'm going to draw 3 cards from this Scrabble deck here to get some initials. Maybe these will be initials of your person, but if not, that's fine. And also, I want to see if the letters spell out any words or abbreviations, acronyms that might give us more information on what this person would like to say to you at this time. So what would this person like to say to option 7 at this time? We have H, M, and P. Well, it's funny I said and it's this reminds me of, and this is not an exact abbreviation, but there was a clothing store called H&M, and I think it was, I want to say, was it British or European or something, and they started opening stores in the United States many years ago. I don't know what happened with that. I don't know if they're still around in the United States or not, but it was a clothing store. It was fashion store, clothing store. Like I said, it was British or European or something. So maybe I don't know what that could be conveying here. The fashion store, a store that came on the scene and then maybe went away. So maybe this person wants to convey to you that at the time, maybe if there was a time when you were involved, that it was a time for them of growth, but they have had to pull back since then, hence their hesitation or stuckness and their limited ability to offer more to you. Let me see, what else? We have MP again. I think that was from another pile. Member of Parliament. So again, this is actually another reference to things British. Hello, UK viewers, if you are watching this video. So before, I think I was saying that it was political related. Maybe there's something here about politics, or it may be specifically about the politics of this person's situation. You know, if this is a third party situation, maybe they feel that they have to be careful because there is this other person involved, and maybe more than one other person involved. So they want to convey that to you, is that they have to be careful, you know, in order to avoid a scandal. They can't just be open and free, or they can't just run away with you or something like that. pH, that's, I don't know what they call it, but that's like whether something is acidic or basic. And I don't know what that would mean. I guess acidic is acidic as in approaching corrosiveness. And pH is reminding me of other measurements like temperature. You know, the person, I think, wants to convey here, option 7, that they do have to be careful because they don't want to throw things off balance in their lives in such a way as to, I think, maybe destroy their life. You know, even though they want to explore things with you, it looks like they're not ready to burn their whole life down in order to do that. So they want you to know. It seems they want to stress the difficulty of their situation and that they have to tread carefully. Okay, let me see. We also have MPH, as in miles per hour. So this is about speed, and it's kind of interesting. The MPH is here, and then we got on the sneaky link card. There's a car there. So this could be about travel. This could be about, like I said, maybe if the two of you are at a distance. Did I say that? Because there was an international connection, so there could actually be physical distance as a consideration here. We even have the exploration card. The astronaut is in space, so yeah, I guess that's pretty far away. So maybe for some of you watching, this is a long distance connection. But yeah, here your person wants to speak to the distance. Speak to also, the pacing of this connection. That maybe just as the temperature needs to be lowered and a balance needs to be struck, this person is saying, hey, I had to put the brakes on this for the reasons we're talking about because of the rest of my life, and the consequences of being more open or something to that effect with you, option 7. Let me see. Well, I guess PH, does that stand for Philippines? I guess it could. Is that the thing they use at the end of the website addresses? In such case, hey, maybe hello Filipinos, if you're watching, that would be awesome. Actually, I'm always surprised and delighted to see the international viewers. But anyway, I don't know. Again, this is the international element. This is the somebody being far away, far flung, or maybe just more allegorically or symbolically far away because of the circumstances. Okay. And we have PM, which came out in another reading here as well. Nighttime, cover of darkness. We talked about that. Okay, let me see. Did I already flip these? I don't think so. Because these flip. So we've got 3 more initials here. R-I and A. R-I is Rhode Island, which is reminding me of another YouTuber, actually. Which is interesting because this person lives in Rhode Island and they live in their car. So I think maybe the message being conveyed here is that this person really fears for their life circumstances if they were to be more open with you, option 7, like openly out there with you. They don't want to end up living in their car. Okay. Or Rhode Island could also be, there's literally a Rhode Island connection, or again, the distance, physical distance, long distance. You also have IR. That stands for infrared. And do not ask me, I'm not really sciencey, if you can believe it. I don't know, all I can think of is like the lasers, the laser beam or whatever, which again is something that is used, I think, in dark spaces. And maybe this person is concerned because don't the infrared laser lights or whatever, don't they use them in security systems? And if somebody walks past or through the beam, then the alarms go off and all that. So this person again is very concerned about being found out. Option 7. And then we have IRA, which is a name, Ira Levine. Is that a person? That's a person, isn't it? Let me see. Ira Levine. Yes, it's an American novelist. What'd he do? His works include the novels A Kiss Before Dying, Rosemary's Baby, The Stepford Wives, This Perfect Day, and The Boys from Brazil. Okay, those sound kind of familiar. I'm not. Rosemary's Baby sounds. I think that's like kind of scary, isn't it? Looks like a lot of his books turned into movies. But yeah, that's a horror story. So maybe your person wants to convey again. My life would turn into a nightmare. Okay, like I've got to be careful. I can't just do whatever I feel like here. Okay. RA came out in another reading too. Rheumatoid arthritis. This person has some kind of physical limitation, like we're talking about. I don't think in this case that it's necessarily a disease, though, physical disease. I think this is more circumstantial. And rye, isn't that a type of music? It's, I think, some kind of, let's say, is it an Arabic genre? Arabic music genre? Let me see. I am going to stop going down these rabbit holes, okay? And end your reading. I tell you. Rye music is a vibrant Algerian folk genre from Oran, blending traditional Arabic Berber music with Western pop, rock, and electronic sounds, known for its raw lyrics about love, freedom, and social issues. Yes, it says they speak openly about life, rebellion, and urban struggles. Yeah, so that's what I thought. So yeah, this is like, this person wants you to know this is really distressing to them, though. Option 7, they are very upset within themselves that this is the way things are. But this is the way things are. So they want you to know that. They want you to get some kind of sense of why, I think, option 7, things are not moving forward, or why what they have to offer you is so limited. So I am going to end your reading here, option 7. Thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, and I hope there will be a next time, goodbye.